What if I told you the cheap brake pads on your car right now could be quietly costing you 4 times more than premium ones? Not because they fail instantly, but because of what they do to everything around them. We ran a controlled comparison. Cheap brake pads versus premium brake pads. Same car, same driver, same route, same rotors, same mileage. And the wear results were not what most people expect. Because this wasn't just about how fast the pads wore down. It was about rotor damage, heat buildup, brake fade, dust output, and long-term cost per mile. Stay with me, because at the end, I'll show you the one number that changed how we think about brake pad value. And I promise you, it's not just about price. Section 1, the setup, how we tested. Let's be clear, this wasn't a YouTube parking lot test. We ran 2 identical mid-size sedans, both with new OEM spec rotors, fresh brake fluid, proper bedding-in procedure. Car A, ultra-budget ceramic pads, under $40 per axle. Car B, premium ceramic pads from a major OEM supplier, $140 per axle. Both cars drove 60% city, 40% highway, moderate daily commuting. Occasional emergency stop simulations. Each car ran 25,000 miles before inspection. No aggressive driving, no towing, no track use. Just realistic daily driving. The first surprise, initial feel. At first, they felt almost identical. Stopping distance from 60 miles per hour under normal braking. Nearly the same. Pedal feel, very similar. Noise, slightly more squeal from the cheap pads during the first 1,000 miles. If we stop testing at 2,000 miles, most drivers would say they're basically the same. And that's exactly why cheap pads sell so well. The difference doesn't show up immediately. It shows up slowly. 10,000 miles in the heat pattern. At 10,000 miles, we used a thermal camera after repeated stops. Cheap pads showed higher rotor surface temperatures, more uneven heat distribution, hot spots near outer rotor edges. Premium pads showed more even heat spread, lower peak temperature, less discoloration. Heat matters. Brake systems live and die by temperature control. Repeated hotspots lead to rotor warping, pad glazing, increased pedal pulsation. That was the first warning sign. Dust and rotor surface. By 15,000 miles, cheap pads produce noticeably more brake dust. Dust itself isn't just cosmetic. Excessive dust indicates faster friction material breakdown, lower compound stability. When we remove the wheels, cheap pad rotors showed light scoring lines. Premium pad rotors, smooth surface with even transfer layer. That transfer layer is critical. Good pads create a consistent friction film on the rotor. Cheap pads tend to abrade more aggressively. Aggressive abrasion shortens rotor life. Section 2, 25,000 mile inspection results. Now here's where things got interesting. Pad thickness remaining. Cheap pads, 45% remaining. Premium pads, 70% remaining. But that wasn't the shocking part. Rotor thickness loss. Cheap pad vehicle, 0.6 millimeters average wear. Premium pad vehicle, 0.2 millimeters average wear. That's 3 times more rotor wear. And rotors are more expensive than pads. The hidden cost calculation. Let's do simple math. Cheap pads cost $40. Premium pads cost $140. Savings, $100. But rotor replacement costs? $300 to $600 depending on vehicle. If cheap pads force rotor replacement 30,000 miles earlier, you just lost the $100 savings. And you added labor cost. Now multiply that over 100,000 miles. Cheap setup. Replace pads 3 to 4 times. Replace rotors twice. Premium setup. Replace pads 1 to 2 times. Replace rotors once. Total cost difference becomes significant. This is where the value equation shifts. Brake fade under stress. We also simulated repeated moderate emergency stops. From 60 miles per hour down to 10 miles per hour. 5 times in succession. Cheap pads showed noticeable pedal softness by stop number 4. Slight increase in stopping distance. Faint burning smell. Premium pads. Stable pedal feel. Consistent stopping distance. Minimal odor. Under daily driving, you may never notice. Under panic braking, you might. And that's the moment that matters most. Section 3. Friction stability. The science behind it. Every brake pad has something called a friction coefficient. That's how much stopping force it generates for a given pressure. Premium pads are engineered to maintain a stable friction coefficient across a wide temperature range. Cheap pads often start strong, but their friction drops as temperature rises. That's called brake fade. In controlled lab simulations, premium pads held friction stability between 200 degrees Fahrenheit to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Cheap pads began losing stability around 600 degrees Fahrenheit. In daily driving, you may not hit 900 degrees Fahrenheit, but repeated stop-and-go traffic on a hot day, you can absolutely exceed 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And when friction drops, drivers press harder. Pressing harder increases heat. Heat increases wear. That cycle is expensive. Glazing. The silent wear multiplier. At around 30,000 miles, we started seeing glazing on the cheap pads. Glazing happens when friction material overheats and hardens. Glazed pads. Feel less responsive. Require more pedal pressure. Increase rotor temperature. The premium pads showed minimal glazing. Why? Better compound formulation. Better heat tolerance. Glazing accelerates wear because drivers compensate with pressure. That pressure transfers stress too. Caliper slides, brake hoses, master cylinder seals. Small changes ripple through the system. Rotor runout and vibration. By 35,000 miles, the cheap pad vehicle developed slight pedal pulsation. Rotor thickness variation measured slightly outside ideal tolerance. Not severe, but noticeable. Premium pad vehicle, still smooth. This is where many drivers make a mistake. They blame warped rotors. But often the root cause is uneven pad material transfer from unstable compounds. Cheap pads don't lay down consistent transfer layers. Inconsistent transfer causes vibration. Vibration increases mechanical stress. Stress reduces longevity. Caliper heat stress. This is something most people never measure. Using temperature probes on caliper bodies. Cheap pads produced higher sustained caliper temperatures. Higher caliper temperature means faster seal degradation, reduced lubricant life on slide pins, increased risk of sticking calipers. A sticking caliper creates uneven pad wear, pulling during braking, premature pad replacement. Caliper replacement can cost $300 to $700 per wheel, all triggered by excess heat. Section 4. Brake fluid temperature. Remember earlier when we mentioned fluid? Heat from cheap pads transferred into brake fluid faster. Repeated stops cause fluid temperature spikes about 10 to 15% higher than premium pads. Old fluid plus higher heat equals lower boiling margin. And once brake fluid boils, you lose braking force. Premium pads helped maintain lower average fluid temperature. That's invisible protection. Cost per mile calculation. Let's look at numbers over 100,000 miles. Cheap pads. Replace every 30,000 miles. Likely 3 to 4 pad sets. 2 rotor replacements. Higher fluid heat stress. Estimated total $1,200 to $1,800. Premium pads. Replace every 60,000 to 90,000 miles. 1 to 2 pad sets. 1 rotor replacement. Lower heat stress. Estimated total $600 to $900. That's not opinion. That's math. And that's before accounting for time and inconvenience. The unexpected finding. Here's what shocked even experienced mechanics. The premium pads were not dramatically better at stopping distance in ideal conditions. They were dramatically better at managing heat over time. Longevity wasn't about stronger bite. It was about stability equals predictability. Predictability equals durability. And durability equals savings. Section 5. Mistake number 1. Skipping proper bedding. Even premium pads fail early if you skip the bedding process. Bedding does one critical thing. It transfers a thin, even layer of pad material onto the rotor surface. That layer stabilizes friction. Without it, pads glaze. Rotors develop uneven deposits. Pedal pulsation appears early. In our test, we intentionally skipped bedding on a third identical vehicle using premium pads. At 20,000 miles, pad wear increased by nearly 25%. Rotor vibration appeared earlier. Friction consistency dropped. Same pad. Different procedure. Bedding takes about 10 to 15 minutes. 8 to 10 moderate stops from 40 to 50 miles per hour. Gradual heat buildup. Avoid full emergency stops during first 200 miles. Skipping it shortens life dramatically. Section 6. Mistake number 2. Riding the brakes. We mentioned this earlier, but it's critical. Constant light pressure keeps pads in contact with rotors. That causes continuous heat, faster wear, early glazing. Premium pads resist heat better, but they are not immune. In traffic-heavy testing, the driver who hovered over the brake pedal cut pad life by almost 30%. Smooth braking with full release periods extends pad life significantly. Brakes are designed for engage, release, cool, not constant drag. Downhill driving and engine braking. On long descents, some drivers ride the brakes. That overheats. Pads, rotors, fluid. In our simulated downhill test, cheap pads showed fade quickly. Premium pads handled heat better. But even premium pads showed accelerated wear when engine braking wasn't used. Using lower gears reduces brake load. Less heat equals longer life. This is simple but powerful. The hardware factor. Brake pads don't operate alone. Ignoring hardware maintenance ruins performance. Slide pins must be cleaned, lubricated, free-moving. Sticking slide pins cause uneven pad wear. Uneven wear means one pad works harder. Harder working pad overheats faster. In our test fleet, vehicles with properly serviced slide pins showed 15 to 20% more pad life. That's not small. Section 7. Cheap rotors with premium pads. Pairing high-quality pads with low-quality rotors is another mistake. In a side test, we installed premium pads on economy rotors. Result: increased rotor heat retention. Slight vibration at 25,000 miles. Reduced overall pad lifespan. Rotor metallurgy matters. Better rotors dissipate heat more evenly. Brake systems are partnerships. You can't upgrade only half the system and expect full results. Fluid maintenance. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time. Moisture lowers boiling point. Lower boiling point means faster heat buildup, higher internal pressure, more pad stress. Flushing brake fluid every 2 to 3 years, $100 to $150. Skipping it can shorten pad and rotor life. Premium pads benefit more from stable fluid conditions. The real shock number. Now here's the number that surprised us most. After 50,000 miles, total system wear cost difference between cheap and premium setups was over $600 per vehicle. Not because cheap pads failed, but because they accelerated wear everywhere else. Heat multiplied everything, and heat control is what premium pads did better. The long-term strategy. If your goal is 100,000 plus miles from a brake system, choose stable, proven pad compounds. Match them with quality rotors. Bed them correctly. Avoid riding brakes. Use engine braking on hills. Service slide pins. Replace fluid on schedule. Longevity is cumulative. Small habits compound over time. Section 8. The final perspective. Cheap pads aren't instantly dangerous. They just cost more over time. Premium pads aren't magic. They just manage heat better. Heat is the real enemy. Control heat, and brakes last. Ignore heat, and everything wears faster. Now I want to hear from you. What brake pads are you running? How many miles did you get? Did you replace rotors at the same time? Drop your car model and mileage in the comments. Because real-world feedback tells us more than marketing brochures. If this saved you from choosing brakes based only on price, hit like. And if you want to see what happened when we tested cheap versus premium rotors next, watch the next video. Brakes don't just stop your car. They determine how long your entire braking system survives.